We've gotten many requests on how to order the bucket garden, so that's why I'm making this video. I know it can be confusing to order your bucket garden, and the site isn't set up exactly how we want it to be, but there's a new site in the works. So let me go ahead and start by going to the website, www.thegardenmaster.com. Alright, once we're there, we get to the home page. I do hope you have read through most of the website to give you a better picture of what the bucket garden is and how it is going to help you and your family. Next, you want to go to Bucket Garden up at the top. You click on that first. Now here on this page are all the specific information that you need for your bucket garden. Now, two PDFs, these right here, what do I need to get started, and rules for ordering your bucket garden and scheduling. Those are vital that you read those ahead of time. This first one, what do I need to get started, will give you an idea of where you're going to place your bucket garden and what the dimensions are, so you can get a feel for where is it going to be in your yard. That second PDF will give you an idea of your expectations of how you're going to get your bucket garden and when you're going to get your bucket garden. Please make sure to read through all of this information. Once you have all that, then the next thing to do is we're going to order the bucket garden. You'll go to Store. Now here in the store, as you'll notice, there are a lot of items here. What we have done is we have placed the most common items at the top, which would be the 4x8 standard total starter kit and nutrient kit, greenhouse 4x8, nutrient kit 4x16 total kit, and the greenhouse for that. As well as if you do have a raised bed garden, you want to convert that to a bucket garden, there are options that are called box conversion that you can look into. Generally, most people that are learning about the bucket garden and interested and want to buy one are going to be one of these two. Now, if you have a family of 4 or less, I would recommend 4x8 garden. If your family is bigger than 4, I would start out with the 4x16 garden. Now, once you have decided which one, I'm going to say my family is 3, so I'm going to click on this one just to show you. It gives you a generic detail about your garden and what it includes. Now, this will include everything you need to get started except for bedding sand. Bedding sand is not included, and you can purchase that at your local gravel pit. There is a PDF document which gives the bedding sand analysis. I'll show you what that looks like. Go to the Garden Master, Bucket Garden, Bedding Sand Analysis. This has very detailed information about your sand. Now, some people may not understand this. If you run into that problem where you take this down to a gravel pit and they don't know what it is, there's probably a general name for the sand, such as bedding sand, shading sand, masonry sand. Could be anything like that. In that case, I would recommend before you purchase the sand, email your question to info@thebucketgarden.com. That way you get the specific questions answered that you need and get the right type of sand. Anyways, back to the store. We want to go ahead and add this item to our cart, so I'll add it here. I got one 4x8 total kit. It's everything I need to get started except for sand. And then you go ahead and you can purchase it. We can do debit or credit card. We do prefer PayPal if at all possible. However, you can pay also with debit or credit card. Now, I'll go ahead and let's say I went ahead and entered all my information. I'm ready to pay, and so I'm done. I paid for it all. Now what do I do? Now, let's fast forward. You've already know where you're putting your garden. You already know how and when you're going to get your garden because you read through the information, the vital information that you need to read through before you ordered. So now let's fast forward and say you get your garden. You've got it, and you're ready to install it. What do I do now? Well, we have a series of videos that can help you to go ahead and install it, plan it, and answer all your general questions about the garden. Those can be found on the Garden Master website. So once again, we are going to go to www.thegardenmaster.com. Go to Bucket Garden, and near the bottom we have videos. The Bucket Garden installation video 1 and 2 is how to install it. The second video of that series, planning. There's a whole bunch of different videos. Once you've clicked on one for the, let's say, the installation, it'll take you to YouTube. You can watch the video, and once you're done watching that, you can go to the Garden Master Show. If you go to the Garden Master Show, it'll show you all of the different videos that they have been posted, and will give you great instructional information on how to use your bucket garden and how to install it. So I hope this helps answer a lot of your questions. Again, don't hesitate if you have a question, send your questions to info@thebucketgarden.com.